guys, welcome back to another manga study video. My name is Laura and I'm that 13-year-old that just better than you. And I'm just sorry, I was just joking. I don't mean it, it was just foreshadowing. Yeah, don't cry. Why are you crying? Don't cry. So as you can tell from the subtle foreshadowing in the intro, today we are doing the manga look back. I'm so sorry, but I didn't want to start the video by saying I'm 13 and I draw. Like, shut up, no one cares. Okay, so again, the stuff that I'm gonna say is all just my opinion, and as you can tell, if a person starts their videos like that, they are obviously not smart. I'll be doing 2 manga panels in this video. In the first half, I'll be doing this manga panel where Fujino Yumu is running in the rain while I talk about the story. The second half will be more skillful, where I talk about the art style, the author, and some parts of the movie. I'll try my best to make this video enjoyable for both people who have and haven't seen Look Back. So here is a little summary without spoilers. Look Back centers around 2 young girls, Fujino and Kyomoto. Fujino's manga is printed on the school newspaper. She receives prize for it and she's proud of herself. Till one day, a drawing of Kyomoto's is featured alongside hers. Her classmate says Kyomoto's skills far surpasses Fujino, making her feel stunned and humiliated. She started working very hard trying to get better, overwhelmed by comparison and jealousy. But curiosity eventually led her to Kyomoto's home, where she discovered that Kyomoto is actually a fan inspired by her artwork. The two began working as a manga duo. It's a story of 2 young girls who bond over their shared love for manga. It talks about things like creativity, jealousy, growth, and loss, the happiness and pain of creating, the impact artists have on each other. It's an emotional, reflective, and really relatable masterpiece that's just so beautifully well done, in my opinion. And the story was kind of based on Fujimoto Takushi, the creator of Look Back, Chainsaw Man, and Fire Punch, his own experience. I feel like comparing is something most artists couldn't help but do. Sometimes it's helpful for inspiration, but really too much of that is not good, because you won't stop appreciating other people's artwork. You stop liking your own. And I do that too, because I often draw with people who are a lot older than me, like people who have been drawing for a long time. And so to me, my art is bad art. I always forget that I'm 13 and I constantly have high expectations for my art. So I never really realized that I might be the talented kid in someone else's perspective, and me hating on myself actually makes them hate on themselves. I got a lot of comments like this, which made me really upset about myself, because I started this channel to inspire people. Like, I want to post my art journey, my bad art now, and eventually my good art. So please just remember, your art is good, even if other people's art is also good too. If I want to make this point, I probably shouldn't have started the video like that. Oh, I did not think that through. I'm so sorry! Like, you can't compare yourself to me, because like, you draw because you like art. I draw because I have nothing better to do. Because you see, I'm a little bit like Kyomoto. I hate people and people hate me, so I take classes at home. It's not actually the reason, I was just joking, but you get what I mean. I have more time to practice. But again, if what I accidentally said without thinking, which is basically everything, made you sad, I'm really sorry. Hopefully on my channel, with my words or with my art, maybe someday even with my manga, I can make you like your art, even if I will probably never like my own. Because even if I hate art, I cannot quit art. You see, I am already half a disappointment, because I'm 13 years old, which is the eldest kid in our family. And while my younger cousins are saying they're gonna be doctors, they're gonna be lawyers, I'm like, manga artist. And my relatives are really nice people. They're mostly okay with it, except one guy. So he lured me aside from the family, and he said, "You're still young. There's still time to change this." And he said it like I was evil, like I was in a cult or something. If I quit art now, the suffering means nothing. So anyways, here is the first manga art study. Now moving on to the next panel. Honestly, I feel like this series of manga study is a great chance for me to practice my manga shading skills. Because if you look closely on my last Fujino manga panel, you can tell that my shading is actually very untidy. So I really need to work more on that. And also because every manga artist has their own unique art styles and techniques, or some parts in manga that they're particularly skillful or honestly talented at. So these manga art studies kind of help me learn the best part of each great skillful manga artist. And for Fujimoto Takushi, I think he is definitely the best at capturing emotions and showing the process of time passing. This is also why I chose to do these two manga panels in this video. One thing I've noticed when watching Fujimoto's work is that he really likes using techniques like a movie uses. So when you watch his artwork, it's kind of like watching a movie turned into paintings. For example, how he draws times, because if you want to show that the character has been training for a year, there are many ways to present the time jump. You can just simply use words to mark it, like 1 year later, or a close-up of the change in the weather, such as from summer to snow. But in Fujimoto's manga, the characters and frames, the place where the characters at, never moved. Although it seems like there is no actual change, it is filled with countless changes, like the weather and time outside the window, the clothes on the characters, the things in the room, things like that. This method is earliest and most obvious used in the scenes where Fujino began practicing manga art, which I'm drawing one of a page right now. I think this way of showing her practicing and time passing by just makes the story very realistic. The 4 frames with similar background with time gaps in between are used to show Fujino's continued determination and efforts to draw better. In the manga, there's actually a time gap between all of the panels, but we rarely notice this. When we do, we can easily understand it because of how well it is done. Now, if I haven't considered the fact that there might be people who haven't read the manga or haven't watched the movie but would gladly like to do so, or I just don't care about your feelings, I would have loved to talk about the ending, because there was kind of a flashback and how it was done was very interesting. And yeah, I just want to talk about the ending, but I didn't because I was thoughtful. Now for Fujimoto's way of capturing a character's emotions. He's the kind of manga artist who can capture the emotions even only with 1 page of the manga. The best example would obviously be the manga panel where Fujino Oyumu is running in the rain. Because Look Back is quite a realistic story, so in my opinion, if Fujino Tatsuki didn't have the ability to really show us the ups and downs of Fujino's emotion, the growth he has in the story, Look Back probably won't be as interesting. And I think the movie did a really good job doing this too. The movie adaptation has a unique art style that I think really fits this story. And the Fujino rain scene is so beautiful and well done. Okay, so this is the final result of this manga panel, and today's manga study ends here. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to do a down on down fan animation next video.